my readers and writers. Many of you know me, but some of you don't. My name is Miss Gonsalves, and I am a fourth grade reading teacher, but I also help a lot of the other reading and writing teachers. I hope all of you are having a great day at home. Today, I wanted to teach you one of my favorite reading strategies that I use all the time. So the strategy that I wanted to teach you is that readers share our opinions about books once we finish our book. And here's how we can do this, okay? So our very first step is we are going to read our book, right? So that's the very first thing we need to do. Then we need to think about, how did I feel about this book? Did I like it? Did I dislike it? And why did I feel this way? And finally, we're going to share our opinion with someone else, saying why we did or didn't like the book. And we're going to ask them to share about a book that they liked or didn't like. So I'm going to try this with you today. So yesterday, I finished this book that I really loved called Pet. I didn't have the physical book because the library is closed, so I've been reading it on my iPad, okay? And so I finished this book called Pet that I really liked, and so I want to think about this book, okay? So I read my book is the first thing. The next thing I need to think about is, how did I feel about this book? Did I like it or dislike it? And why did I feel this way? Overall, I actually really love the book Pet. I thought it was a really good book and it was really cool. It talked a lot about monsters and how you know how to find a monster and how we can make sure there are no monsters in our world, which I think was really cool. The one thing that I didn't like is I felt like the ending of Pet was really rushed. I wanted to know more about how the main character and her best friend figured out who the monsters were, but by the end of the book, I felt like they kind of just went too fast, and I wanted to know a little bit more. Okay, so my very last step, now that I've thought about my book, I've made my opinion, and I thought about why I did or didn't like that book, and I gave some specific reasons that I felt that way, is that I'm going to share my opinion with someone else. Okay, so my reading partner is my dog, M. So M, today I'm going to tell you about this book I read on my Kindle called Pet by Akwe Mezi, okay? I really liked the book Pet for two reasons. One reason I think it's a really good book that you will like so much is because it talked about monsters, and I thought that part was really interesting in thinking about who is and isn't a monster. And then I also really talked about, or liked how it talked about how you get rid of monsters. The one part of the book that I do wish that I could change is kind of thinking about how the end was. I felt like the book just went a little bit too fast, and I really wish that the ending had been a little bit slower and really explained how they got rid of the monster. Oh, you want to know about that too? Oh, okay. So, sit. Is there a book that you've been reading that you really want to share with me? Oh, yeah? Oh, so you've been reading Go Dog Go by Dr. Seuss, and that's the book that you really want to share? You really like this book? Okay. Well then, why? Oh, it's not by Dr. Seuss. I'm sorry, by P.D. Eastman. Can you tell me a little bit about that book and why you did like it? Okay, thanks so much, Em. So, readers, you saw exactly how I did that, right? I read my book, then I thought about how I felt about it. Did I like this book or did I dislike this book and why? And then I shared my opinion about the book, saying why I did or didn't like it. And then I asked my partner about their book, and Emma's going to tell me all about Go Dog Go. Today, my challenge for you is to find someone that you can share about a book that you read over break at home or that you even finished last night. So pick one of the books that you've read and give your opinion to someone in your house. If you write it down and you send a picture to your advisory teacher, even better. That might earn you some extra Achieve bucks. I hope you have a wonderful day, readers, and get some time to enjoy the sunshine. And somebody, I think tomorrow, is Mr. Stafford. He will talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.